being here for your first look at the 2025 Maverick.
Oh, today on the show we have a fun vehicle. We have the new 2025 Ford Maverick, and this is the XLT trim, and I'm pretty excited by this. A lot of new features about it. Of course, we've seen some of the features before, and I don't think they're a big surprise, but what's under the hood is actually a pretty good surprise. So if you want to know more, smash the like button, go ahead and hit the subscribe, and we're going to talk about the Maverick. We have a bunch of new trims. We got the trim, we've got a trimmer, and well, we've got an Eruption green over here that everybody's been going nuts for. So let's get into this. This has been a crowd favorite, Shelter Green. A lot of people have been asking for Shelter Green on this pickup truck, and I can only imagine it with the Exospell matte finish on this. I think it would look really, really wicked, especially as it's a street truck, man. This is the, look at it, it's the Lariat edition, so it's got all the creature comforts that you're gonna ever want, but this color, I know everybody's been asking for this color, and well, Ford listened, and believe it or not, Ford has been listening to what you want. They've made a lot of key changes based on what you want. So let's walk around this thing. Let's talk about a few. The key changes is the headlights on this thing. Now, this has been no surprise. We've seen all the spy photos of the new grille, and I have to say, in person, night and day different than what you saw in photos, and I actually like it quite a bit. Now, as you can see here, it does have some angle to it, so it does stick out a little bit. It gives you a little bit of character, you know, a little bit of personality with that. And speaking of personality, we do have a new grille, and each trim is kind of getting their own thing now, which I kind of like. You know, we're getting the big, look at the big old powerful lights on this thing, but overall, like, this is sporty. This is the Lariat. Should be high class, and you get all the little accents around it that actually make it now. Getting the blue in this one, you get the blue Ford logo in the Lariat, and then you're going to get all the cameras, and that's something people want. Safety, you know, everybody wants to be safe. You don't want to, you know, in any situation, you want to be able to see around your vehicle, and well, Ford's taking care of that. If you see in the grille, look at the little bit of kind of chromish tint to that. That's pretty cool, man. It's going to shine in the lights when people see you coming down the road. They're gonna say, hey, that dude has a new Maverick, and I might need to go look at that. Speaking of that, look at the wheels. Kind of match the grill, right? Get the black, get all the black in there, but you get the kind of that kind of platinum chrome look to it. And speaking of wheels, we've got Territory, Goodyear Territories on this one, in there in a 225, 55, 19. So you're getting a big, comfortable wheel on this thing. You know it's going to ride great. Clearly it's a Lariat, and they're going to let you know, hey, you got a Lariat. But I do like a lot of blacked out features, and there was some talks they're going to do some optional blacked out roof, which would be really cool. Now, it wouldn't be a Maverick unless we got some quirky fun. And I like how, you know, it was kind of that grayish tint. Now it seems like we're going to get more of a sand kind of stone look to it. Of course, it still has all the fun that made it a Maverick. You get all the cool, the little door handle here. I love that. I love it with the little kind of Ford embossed bolts there. It's pretty nice. Of course, you're getting, you know, we've seen these before. I talk about it all the time, all the same buttons in every trim, but it's how they keep this truck affordable. And speaking of that, look at these seats. Maverick embossed in that seat. That is very cool. Nice stitching around it. Get a little bit of orange to it, but yet you get you know, it's not too crazy because this being a Lariat edition, you don't want to go full sport mode, but you do get a little bit of orange to this thing. And one of the big things they've done this year is, well, that little cubby hole. No, they gave us the whole screen this time. They didn't just go, well, here's half the screen and a little cubby hole, but you still do get some storage up here. So it's, you know, you're not being left without, but you're going to get a big full digital screen here, big class leading screen for the center stack here, which is nice. You're going to get wireless charging. That is right, wireless charging in this thing. Get to all the stop buttons, pro trailer assist in this thing, which is nice. You want to back into something, you want to do a little bit of towing. And speaking of towing, 4,000 pounds. You can get 4,000 pounds when it's optioned correctly. And that's pretty nice if you think about it, because my Bronco Raptor, it's 5,000 pounds, which is, that's nuts. But nice place to store your phone in there, a lot of cubby places. I still wish they would go to an actual shifter, but I understand it's really not needed anymore. It's all digital anyways. But it wouldn't be a Maverick unless you got lots of cup holders. And as you can see here, nothing changed about that. You're still getting all the fun cup holders. I do love this kind of this sand look to this. This looks really, really nice. And speaking of nice, you can see outside because you're going to get a nice sunroof in this thing. Now, we look at the armrest. Definitely nice soft touch on that, which is definitely needed. Open it up. You know, oh, there's keys. I wonder if they'd let me steal this one. Probably not. I don't think I could get outside the door. But Nice place for to put your arm there. And I really feel like this would be very comfortable on a trip. The tonneau cover up there, it would work out perfect, and lots of room. And I think 4 comfortably in this thing. Could you get 5? 100%. You can put a small child back there. But I think they really stepped this thing up without like just killing you on price. Now, this being a Lariat, it is going to be a little bit more pricey, but you know, if you imagine this thing as a full-size truck, all the options you're getting, you're talking $60,000, $70,000 easily. And this is going to be, you know, 30s to 40s. I like those numbers. In the back of this thing, we still have lots of options, and I will get in the back of this thing, and the seat is all the way back, and I couldn't reach the pedals before, so you know, I'm 5'8", so clearly somebody's pushed this thing back here. But you're getting 2 C's. That is nice, 2 C's, because we're being converted into that. You get your you know, your 400-watt inverter there. You get your change coin place there. You actually get some map pockets there, though Kelly was here, she would know, you know, we'd argue about what a map is, but still, all the styling goes right to the back of this thing. Still looks good. Nice sand color in the seats, kind of that khaki-ish tan that just flows all the way through from the dash to the front seats, all the way to the back, which I like because sometimes the back of these things kind of get left out. They always style the front and then just put something plain in the back, and I like how they didn't cheapen out. They went with the styling all the way through, and I say thank you for that, because it's a nice vehicle, and it shouldn't be limited to just the front passengers getting the nice features, and they've carried it along in back. And hey Kelly, there's more cup holders in this thing. They're everywhere. It looks like we're going to get the bed liner in this one here, and that's nice because I like bed liner. I almost feel like it should be standard. I hate when the paint gets all scratched up there. I would have liked to seen it come across here, but I know why they didn't. It's easier this way. But a little bit of a spoiler there. Look at that. A little bit of spoiler there. But you do, if you want some optional, you know, place to, you got something a little bit longer, Ford's got you covered, man. Look at all that. Look at all that cargo room. And I think in many cases, this is more space than most people need anyways. So I like that the fact that they were like, hey, we'll give you just a little bit more. You know, you want a little more space? We got you covered there. And speaking of covered, you got your old flex bed, a little tool case there. You do have a 400-watt max inverter back here, which is nice. And overall, it looks good. It looks like a truck, and that's something that you know, the other brand that tries to do something like this, it just doesn't look like a truck. And I'm happy to see that Ford has made this thing continue. It still looks like a truck, you know. It tailgate, you know, long bed, looks great, and I might have to have one of these down the road to test out. Now, once again, you do get, you know, look at that, you get both the 7-pin and the 4-pin for towing, 4,000 pounds with the optional equipment. For that, I like how they've integrated all the sensors. I didn't even notice that till I just bent down here. That looks really cool. And this color, once again, shelter green on this looks freaking great. So where are you guys at with this color? Which color would you choose? Because, well, Ford's got a lot of new colors coming.
For the customers that want more power and more performance, they can get the 2-liter EcoBoost still that